Good morning. It is Labor Day, 65 degrees outside, and we are at the end in an end of summer heat wave where we're getting temperatures peaking around 100 to 103 degrees right now. And I thought I'd share the current state of my vegetable garden. The strawberries have done pretty well. I've gotten a pretty good harvest, but I am struggling with slugs and stuff getting into the strawberries before I can get to them. But overall, they've been producing as an ever-bearing really well, and I've gotten a good number of strawberries out of them. I already showed you the potatoes I harvested, and my tomatoes, after we seem to have kind of won the battle with the rodents and squirrels, I'm now getting a good amount of cherry tomatoes. This one is, of course, gotten so heavy because I didn't trim it, and it's falling over. I got one melon so far, and this one is developing. This raised bed is on irrigation, and I have learned that that probably doesn't work for this size bed because it isn't a self-watering bed. I find that all the nutrients just wash out of the bed too quickly because this is on the same irrigation as the rest of the garden, and it just runs too long for this space. I'm finally getting yellow peppers. It's taken all season for this plant to produce peppers. Now I've got tons, so end of season peppers here. Some with scald. My cucumbers are out of control. Now that I got rid of the green beans that I had planted on this trellis, the cucumber is just divine, constantly producing new cucumbers. There's 3 right here on the vine right now. The zucchini that I was trying to tree form broke. I recently shared this in a video. I did not keep up on the tree forming because I got a really bad sinus infection and wasn't coming out, and it broke off. I'm hoping these extra shoots take off. But I do also have a leaf hopper issue again this year, which has kind of caused all this speckling because they drain the nutrients out of the leaves, I guess. So sadly, this seems to be my life now. The green beans, they seem to be also dying back. I understand that this is common for green beans as it gets hotter. This bed, I believe, has some wilt, verticillium or verticerium, I believe, or fusarium wilt maybe. The tomato I had planted here died really quickly. The squash I had planted here never grew, and I think that stunted both plants. So maybe this bed is only herbs. I'm not sure. It didn't seem to impact the strawberries, so maybe I can put the strawberries in here, but I need to do more research on the wilt. The sun sugar has been my ultimate favorite tomato. I love it. It has been delicious, way better than the sun gold. And again, everything's kind of out of control, but it's still a great garden. I shared this one the other day as well. This is the tree formed straight neck squash. It got so big it actually reached the top of my stake and has now started curling back down upon itself. I'm still getting nice squash, but I don't know that I will tree form again. I'm also having issues now with powdery mildew. The other pepper I have here is the Shiseido, which is full of peppers. It has taken most of the summer for it to really start producing. I have loved having the peppers. We've been blistering them and eating them after they've been kind of coated in light oil and salt. Super delicious. And we have been doing that with the green beans. I've been cutting the green beans up, and we've been blistering the green beans with a little bit of light oil and salt as well, both super delicious. pretty sure I shared this the other day. My attempt to intermix onions throughout the garden didn't quite work out. I did not take into account the amount of sun each of the onions was really going to need. Last year it didn't go very well either, but I have a good number and I can make maybe a meal with those onions. Oh, here, this is a surprise. I picked the fennel and this started growing. So the fennel had a baby and I might get another. That is the state of my vegetable garden here at the start of September. It really is time to reset and head into winter gardening here, but I don't want to pull things. There's so many great things going on. Plus I have the wilt in the bed that has the most space. Not really sure how to approach the winter here, but it'll be a fun journey. Thank you for joining me for my garden journey.